Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another foundation review, and this is actually one of the most best-selling popular foundations at Sephora right now, and for I think a while now, because this is not new. They've had this for quite some time now, but it is the it's very long, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation in the color what color did I get? R530. So I'm going to go ahead, obviously, the usual order, so we're going to jump right into the application process. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the application process. So I'm just going to use my usual handy dandy Sephora flat brush to apply this all over my face. So applying this so far, this is really my type of foundation. I love a more creamy foundation, and I can tell that it's not going to dry like crazy matte. It'll still be quite creamy, and those are really my favorite types of foundations. I know that I have oily skin, so most people would assume that I would prefer like a matte, but I just like it. I like to feel moisturized, even though I probably will end up sweating in about 5 minutes. But I'm really liking this so far. Okay, so my test usually is like try and feel my face to see if it's not like too like dry or cakey or anything like that. So it is a buildable foundation. What I like to do is just like a light layer, and as I want to put on more, I will. And yeah, so far so good. So because it is a creamier foundation, I thought I'd do a little bit of a creamier concealer. So this is the MAC 24-hour one that just dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and see how it fares with creamier concealer. And if you watch my videos, you will know that I prefer to do it my reviews and first impressions with foundations, or sorry, with concealers that are obviously paired well with the foundation but not from the same brand, just because not everybody kind of uses the same like concealer and foundation together from the same brand. Not a lot of people own that much makeup, but if you don't watch my videos, now you guys know that, and don't forget to subscribe. So applying this, it's really nice together. They are really blending well with one another. I love this a lot, and it's still a natural coverage, and actually the colors are really well. Like I don't want to be totally like a totally different color under eye, but I obviously want it to cover and conceal. So as you guys just saw, that was the application process, and to sum it up in like 10 seconds, it was really quick application process, very seamless, very creamy, very buildable. My favorite types of foundations are these. Like this was a nice pleasant surprise. I have never actually used the Makeup Forever brand. If you guys watched my Matte Velvet, you guys know that was the first foundation that I actually tried and purchased from them. So this is my second, and I was like, what have I been doing for years? Because this isn't new, it's just very popular. I wish I had this for a long time ago. It just feels so nice on my face, and I think it's a really nice winter foundation as well because of the fact that it is creamy and like just feels so good. It feels so good. So getting into the next category, we're going to talk about the price. The price is $43 USD, and I feel like that is quite pricey for the average like foundation, but it is very average when it comes to what Sephora has to offer in foundations. So it would be considered, I guess, like a higher end of foundation brand. I mean, it's not as expensive as a Giorgio Armani, it's not $60, but it's also not as expensive as like Tom Ford, which is more, but it's about that range where it's like you could get a cheaper like MAC foundation. So the size, I feel like when I was applying it, I felt like I didn't have to use that much product. A little goes a long way, and because it is buildable, you can feel free to put as many layers as you feel like is comfortable for your skin. I like less. I feel like less is more when it comes to my foundation, and if it does this job, then it's enough. I don't need to put more than that, and I feel like this would definitely go a very long way. So like I mentioned, this product is not new, it's just a bestseller. It is very much available across the board. However, I will mention that my color I feel like it was available. It was just very hard to find the right color because the undertones jumped a lot and the shade ranges jumped a lot, and I felt like this was one of the darker colors. Let me just pull up my Sephora app to double check, but I feel like I purchased one of the darkest colors, which is a little daunting because for like now, especially this year where skin is in, a lot of brands have been just catering to people of my skin tone and lighter and darker a lot more, and you can find brands that have a lot more shade ranges that are darker than mine. And if mine is the second darkest in red, and I felt like red was a bit much, but I'll get into the color in a second, I just felt like it was okay. Finding my color was like okay process. I just didn't feel like it was fun. It wasn't like the NYX new launch or like the just other brands that I've tried. It just was like, meh, they could do better. So my absolute favorite category is obviously color, as you guys know, and I felt like the color match did a really good job. When I was swatching it in store, I was not really satisfied with the color match, but I was like, you know what, like let me try this. I feel like this is the best that I can do for now, but I feel like it worked really well for my skin. And then when I consider contouring and highlighting, it ended up looking really seamless. What do you guys think? I think it's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. It's just kind of worrying that like this color and then the next color is that's it. There's a big jump between the two, so it's not really fair for a lot of other dark skinned girls. Overall, I loved this product. I found it such a pleasant surprise, especially getting into this brand when I'm not used to using their products. I just loved the quality and the consistency of what my face looked like and the application process. I just love a happy application process, as you guys can tell. However, I will say I was very underwhelmed by the color choices, and I feel like Makeup Forever has been around long enough where I feel like they could definitely offer a lot more. It may or may not also be because of where I was, but like I said, I pulled up the Sephora app and there just wasn't enough like shade ranges with undertones as well as like colors. So that's something they definitely can improve on. Generally speaking, love this foundation. If you're like me and you're into creamy stuff, this is definitely a must. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment below, tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you guys think about this, and let me know any other foundations and concealers or just any products in general that you guys want me to review. Holiday season's coming up, which means palettes on palettes, and that's going to be a really fun month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in another video. Bye, loves.